Hello again, everyone. So, to continue the mental health week activities, we are going to create some art together. And normally during mental health week for the assembly, we might have been all together in the hall, and it might have looked very different. But actually, the fact that we can all create something from wherever we are is quite special. No, so even if you're at home, you might be with your families. So I really hope that they can make this, they can create something with you. Or if you're at the school, your teacher will may do the activity with you as well. So either way, hopefully adults and children, and I am going to do it as well. So hopefully we all get to do it. The only thing is, we will need some preparation. So if you haven't set up yet, I will need you to get maybe something to cover your table, depending what materials are you going to be using, and maybe getting some newspapers, some magazines. You might want to get some bits from nature, or if you have, well, I have some old crayons in here. So any art materials will work, and maybe some paper. And so you might have to pause the video for now if you haven't done those bits. If your space is already set up and you have paper and materials, then I'm going to start guiding the activity for you. Hopefully you during the week you might find other ways to express yourselves. You might even choose some clothes, some costume. Some days you might explore how you express yourself in different ways. It could be with your movement, in the way you speak, in the way you write. I think each of us can find our own unique ways, and I look forward to kind of start getting some of your responses. And also, one one way in which we can express ourselves is by making art, and that's something that is very close to me. So I would love you to explore it with me. But also, I've noticed that many other people found it quite helpful in tricky times. Remember how in the first lockdown there were lots of different rainbows and images all over the windows, and I think first of all made the people that made them feel better. But also, I think the people that saw them kind of cheer them up a bit. So just to remember how important making art can be. Any feelings that might be a bit stuck inside us, you might be able to put them on the paper. And also, you might be able to do that in expressing yourself through any other way or form, by moving your body, with exercising, with singing, playing any instrument, and many other ways. So, hopefully, you all have now all your art materials ready. Mm, Otherwise, pause now and get things ready if you haven't. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to start guiding you for the activity. And before we actually start making art, we're going to have a little moment where we're going to pause and get into our bodies, which means that some of you might want to close your eyes. I'm going to do so. So we can start noticing where our feet are. And if you cannot find them, you can press a little bit against the floor and then relax. And then you can press with your hands on your knees or on the table and relax. You might want to put your hands on your tummy for a moment and check how your tummy is feeling. And then we relax your hands again. See if you can shake your head a little bit. And take a deep breath. And we're going to be doing 3 deep breaths through your nose, just very gently. You don't have to change your breathing. Just see if you can breathe very gently a couple more times. And again. And you might want to check with your mind if there's any images that are coming to your mind or any colors. And we're going to be using all that information of the image that we're going to make in a moment. If you already have some image you can think of about anything that you want to express, something about what you're feeling at the moment, that would be wonderful. If you're not too sure about what do you want to put in your image, you could draw or paint about something you enjoy, or something that you're very good at. Something that is very, very, very important. I want you to be clear here. We don't need to make a masterpiece or just something that aesthetically looks good. This art making that we're going to be doing today can be a bit messy, and it doesn't matter if it has any mistakes, because actually, when we are being creative, mistakes can be kind of the unique ways and can make it even better. So please don't compare to anyone, and let's see if we can really enjoy this process together. Okay? So if you can start finding what colors do you want to use, maybe look at what are materials you have around, and we're going to be making art for a whole 15 minutes. So I'm going to put the time so I don't miss, because I'm going to be making the art with you. Okay? So we can start and see if you can make art in a bit of quiet so you can hear your thoughts and you can feel kind of how the materials feels but as you make the artwork. Okay? So let's begin. I could see you all making your art right now. Hopefully, I will once it's finished. Some of you might be making art really, really quickly, and you might think, I'm already running out of space. So take it gentle. Make sure that you are enjoying the process and just keep adding a little bit more. See if you can feel how the materials that you're using feel in your hands. Make sure that you're breathing, that you're not rushing. Make sure that you keep breathing through your nose gently, through your nose. Wonder how those images look like so far. I hope all of the children and all of the adults are participating, even the teachers and the parents. We have another 5 more minutes, so you can look at your image for a moment, see how it feels, and what else do you want to add to it? So 5 minutes. And this is something that you can do at any time. You only need some of your materials. And if you're doing it on your own, another time you might try with somebody else. And if you're doing it in collaboration with someone, then another time you could try it on your own. We have 2 more minutes. And the last few seconds, in case there is something that you really, really, really would like to add before we put the materials down. Some of you might have already finished. So if you have finished, you can just put your materials down and look at what you've created. Okay. So I wonder what your images look like. And some of you might be at home and might be able to share it with someone in your family. You're in the class, you might spend some minutes in case somebody else wants to come up and share the image with the rest. And it's okay also if you want to kind of leave it to rest for a bit. As we said in the previous video, your teacher will have somewhere where you can send your images. If you could take a picture and send it to me, I would really, really appreciate that. And I could give you some feedback about it. But this is mainly for you to enjoy and to process some of your feelings. And I hope you found it helpful. And I see you soon. Take care.